Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Tim Burton's cult classic Beetlejuice presents a darkly comedic tale of ghosts and mortals. While Beetlejuice himself is undeniably chaotic and mischievous, a closer look reveals him as a potential hero, misunderstood by the Maitlands and the Dietzes alike. The Maitlands, newly deceased and trapped in their own home, desperately want to scare away the living, the obnoxious Dietzes. Their attempts, however, are hilariously ineffective. Enter Beetlejuice, a bio-exorcist with a penchant for the macabre. While his methods are unorthodox, sandworms and shrunken heads anyone, they undeniably terrify the Dietzes. Beetlejuice is the only one who truly achieves the Maitland's goal of scaring away the unwanted guests. Furthermore, Beetlejuice offers the Maitlands a sense of agency. He respects their wishes and, despite his own amusement, works towards their goal. Unlike the unhelpful caseworker who disappears when faced with the complexities of the afterlife, Beetlejuice is a force of action in a frustrating situation. It would seem Beetlejuice is the only character in the movie who is willing to do what is necessary to solve the problem, no matter what the consequences of his actions are. Also, one must recognize the absurdity of the restrictive rules and regulations associated with the afterlife as presented in the movie. Beetlejuice isn't afraid to operate outside of the afterlife laws. This is the more sensible approach. If you are already dead, why do the rules matter? The relationship between Juno and Beetlejuice is a fascinating study in contrasts and underlying tension. On the surface, they represent two opposing forces within the afterlife bureaucracy: Juno, the seasoned, no-nonsense caseworker, and Beetlejuice, the chaotic freelance bio-exorcist. Juno is the embodiment of order and efficiency. She's a bureaucrat of the afterlife, following the rules and procedures. Her character suggests a long tenure dealing with the deceased and their various problems, lending her a world-weary, almost cynical demeanor. She's practical, offering clear advice to the Maitlands about how to scare away the living. In contrast, Beetlejuice is the antithesis of order. He's impulsive, chaotic, and driven by a desire for entertainment rather than efficiency. His methods are extreme and often counterproductive, as evidenced by his disastrous attempts to scare the Dietzes. Despite his antics, there's a hint of a rebellious spirit in him, a refusal to conform to the bureaucratic norms represented by Juno. Juno hints at her past relationship as partners and mentions he was banished in the past, but does not go into detail. Could there have been a conspiracy in the bureaucracy to oust Beetlejuice? We only get one side of the story in this instance. The issue never arises in the film again. We do not know Beetlejuice's side of the story. However, looking at the newly released trailers for the upcoming sequel, we get a hint that Beetlejuice will be presented in a different manner than the original story. It appears Lydia seeks out Beetlejuice once again for help, this time for a situation involving her daughter. We also get a more in-depth glimpse into the bureaucracy that banned him. Judging from what little we get in the short trailer, it appears there are other villains operating in the afterlife that Lydia and Beetlejuice must contend with. Will we finally get Beetlejuice's side of the story? Will we learn that he was just misunderstood the whole time and unfairly ousted from a role that he has proven to be effective at? Or will we find out in the end that Juno was right the whole time and that he is in fact a self-motivated destructive force that has nefarious intentions? Of course, Beetlejuice is far from perfect. His methods are crude and his motives are self-serving. But buried beneath the sandworms and day-glow suits lies a bio-exorcist who, at his core, is simply fulfilling a contract. Beetlejuice may not be a traditional hero, but in the bizarre landscape of the film, he becomes the unlikely champion of the deceased. He scares away the unwanted, protects the cherished, and offers the frustrated ghosts a path forward. In a world where polite hauntings fail, Beetlejuice's chaotic methods become a twisted form of heroism, earning him the title of a misunderstood bio-exorcist. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are we right to call Beetlejuice a hero? As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.